All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with another episode of This Freakin Show, the weekly podcast with a little bit of something and a whole lot of nothing. I'm your host, Travesty, and with me this evening at the table,
Awkward Colin.
And Geek Cast Joe.
And I say at the table because we are recording from Travesty's house, which is amazing because we are all together for the first time since our season finale.
Yeah,
high five.
Yeah, whoa, yeah.
Woo!
Yeah, that's
a pretty good high five.
I don't want to do that again.
No, it was a little...
That was awkward.
It was pretty
because,
awkward.
like, I just went to go touch Colin's hand. You just got hit our side. Yeah, we fucked that up.
Well, I almost put my other hand in there and started stroking your hand, Travis, but decided not to.
I thought, as far as three-way high fives go, that was pretty fine.
Yeah, I thought.
I've seen worse.
Yeah,
I've seen people missed.
Right.
Yeah. So it's not the worst thing. But it's also exciting because if I correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think I am. Joey, this is your first time in Illinois in almost like 9 months.
That's correct.
Holy shit! How does it feel to be back in the great state of Illinois?
Oh, it feels good. I'm happy to be back.
Good.
I missed it. I missed it a lot. So.
Yeah, but you gotta like the scenery of Connecticut.
Oh yeah, the scenery of Connecticut was beautiful, but I never noticed the scenery here. I took it for granted, and it's nice. It's nice to see it again. It's nice. I missed it.
I mean, there's not really any scenery in the city, but
No. There's good architecture.
yeah.
But I haven't actually been in the city yet.
No.
Believe it or not.
Which is fine because, I mean, why go to this city, you know?
I like it there.
Well, Joe, you are trying to get back to the city to finish up school, right?
That is true. Yep, we got another year and a half or so.
Do you know when you plan on going back?
Yeah, this in August.
August, okay.
Yep.
You got a while.
Yeah. So we're just kind of relaxing, trying to figure out where we're going to live and just getting back into things.
Hey, that's always a good thing to do.
Yeah. Well, isn't this really, isn't this your first, like, summer off, like, from, like, any schooling and shit in, like, years?
Yes, that is true.
Oh.
Yeah. Let's see, 1, 2, probably 6 years since I took a summer off.
God. Well, enjoy it.
Yeah, I have been so far.
That's good. That's good. Yeah, because right now you're staying in Lafayette.
Correct. Yeah.
Are you headed back there tomorrow?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep, I might head over to Firepit Bar and Grill for a burger and a beer for $7.99 tomorrow before I head back.
It's not a problem with that.
Might be the way to go.
Be the best way to go.
Yeah.
Finally.
Yeah.
After like 2 years of talking about it.
Yeah.
I'm finally in Peotone on a Monday. So
Do you have an idea what kind of beer you're going to get with that burger?
I don't. Do they have a list? Do we have a list here or something?
I don't think I don't have a beer list from them.
No.
All I have is a list of events and stuff that they've been doing all summer that I've yet to share because I'm horrible.
Yeah.
Hey, but you can share one that's coming up on the 24th, can you not?
I will. So, ladies and gentlemen, if I look at this piece of paper I have right here, and I do have a piece of paper. Coming up on June 24th, Ripley Street will be playing at Firepit Bar and Grill. For those of you who are a fan of the show, which I doubt it. But those who have listened to our shows in the past know that Ripley Street is a band that we have actually promoted on this show from time to time. We actually play a couple of their songs at the end of our episodes. If you want to know what they are, it's in the first season, somewhere in the middle. I don't know the episode dates, but you'll find them. Just listen through every single one. Eventually you'll find them. To give you an idea what time they start and everything, the band starts at 7 p.m. and it goes into 11, unless indicated, based on how everything is, weather and all that stuff, obviously. But Firepit Bar and Grill has a band almost every week from now pretty much until the end of October. So, what the fuck was that?
Very exaggeratingly.
I think it was a pun.
I was trying to quietly open my iPad so I could look at the dates. So I could see when the 24th was.
I like when we do these shows together because I kind of see how you guys react when you're not with each other. So, I mean, because it kind of looks like you're trying to roar without actually roaring.
No, that was just my fake, like I'm sneaking. I'm being very, very quiet.
Elmo Fudd
Type of thing. That's what I was.
I know that didn't sound anything like Elmo Fudd.
Not at all. I don't know why you did that, but Harry Potter popped in my mind when you did that.
I don't know.
I don't know if there's a character on Harry Potter or anything, but...
There might be.
Actually, speaking of Harry Potter, it was actually kind of weird, and this is just something I wanted to bring up. Oh. So, on the Karate Kid, people discuss how, like, the main character isn't really the hero, but the villain in the movie.
Yeah.
And then I can't remember the guys. Machio, who plays the main character.
Ralph Macchio?
Yeah. Oh, he's the actual bad guy in the movie, and the person that everyone thinks is the bad guy is really good guy. Mm-hmm. I mean, they talk about How I Met Your Mother, and they actually have this whole big long video theory about it. Mm-hmm. Have you heard about the people who kind of did that with Harry Potter, saying that?
Is Dumbledore?
No. Harry Potter's friend, Ronald.
Ron Weasley?
Ronald's the actual hero and good guy of the movie.
I think I've heard.
I haven't heard that, but I have no problem believing it. Harry is a self-centered dill hole.
Yeah, I'm gonna look
You
up.
don't like Harry?
No.
Harry's my
he's fine.
hero.
I'm gonna look up the information.
My hero.
Harry Potter, you're my hero.
Oh shit! I want to see if I can find it real quick. I think I saved it because I wanted to kind of like.
I'm intrigued by that. I like the
Out of the movies, which was your favorite?
Out of the movies, the fourth one was my favorite. Goblet of Fire.
Wow.
Yeah. Because the third one was the biggest disappointment in film I had ever
Azkaban,
seen
right?
until The Hobbit was released.
That was Azkaban, right?
Yeah, I was Azkaban. And because it was my favorite book in the series.
Oh, okay.
And the movie sucked so much. I hated it. Like, it ends at Christmas, and the story's supposed to go through the whole school year. Like, what? Anyway. So my expectations were so low going into Goblet of Fire.
Azkaban ended at Christmas?
Yeah, he gets the firebolt, and then the movie ends.
I don't remember.
It was weird. Yeah, maybe it doesn't, but that's what I remember. And, I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm from a universe where Berenstein Bears ends in EIN, not AIN. So it could be one of those things. It could be a Mandela effect. Right.
Real quick, I found something that somebody has a theory that Dumbledore is actually Ron Weasley.
Oh, that it actually is Ron Weasley?
Yeah. The examination of the Dumbledore is a time-traveling Ron Weasley theory.
I think I
Ron
have heard
stole
that one.
Hermione's time thingy. Oh, I never thought about that.
Yeah.
But I'm not a conspiracy theorist either.
That's true. I'm not, especially not for fake things.
That
I mean, the book is how the book's written.
Right.
You can't just. You can always just go say this is how it actually happened.
Yep. So I'm intrigued by this. I hope you tell us about it soon.
Yeah. Let me see if I can fix this. Because it kind of just lists off all the things that he did.
Like abandoning a kid on abusive family member's doorstep and not ever checking in for 11 years.
It's like it kind of details how he sacrificed his life multiple times for Harry Potter. He opened up his house to this orphan. Opened up his family. When oh god, who's the guy that looks like that shitty fucking dude from Lord of the Rings? The small
Dobby?
Yeah, Dobby. You got Dobby. He gives Dobby his clothes to get buried in or some shit.
Right, yeah, his socks.
He's like the true hero.
Master gave Dobby a sock. Dobby is free.
I love that.
So just really.
I didn't know, sir. You motherfucker.
Oh, Lucius Malfoy was so pissed. Oh well. Yeah, I love that theory. I'm totally into it.
And then the people in the order
Of the Phoenix?
Yeah, I guess
Uh-huh.
the good guys.
Yeah.
Group of them. They have the house elf.
Mm-hmm. Right, creature. Uh-huh.
So I just found that funny.
Yeah.
It's just like
Slavery is rampant in the visiting world.
I was just like, yeah, we're good. We're anti being oppressed, but you have the people.
But he likes it. He doesn't want to. We can't free him because he'd take all our secrets to the enemy. Yeah.
Well, you can free him and kill him.
I know. They could just put his head on the wall like the other. I mean, that's not a solution to slavery. Murdering your slaves. Technically, slavery is over, but that's not an ethical route.
No.
Oh, God. I can't believe I almost supported that argument. Oh, wow.
It's all right.
This is taking a dark turn.
Go ahead, Joe. It's all right. We are in the world of fantasy.
We probably shouldn't be in the same room too often.
Oh, man.
Goodness. But yeah, it's good to be back.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
Okay, so now you said you didn't like the third Harry Potter. What about The Hobbit? Why didn't you like The Hobbit?
The new Hobbit movies?
Yeah.
It was one of my favorite books. I've read that book like 13 times.
Yeah.
So I know it really well.
Okay.
And it is not a 3-movie book. Like, I can see how you might get 2 movies out of it.
Okay.
And then I could see where they could get 3 movies out of it if they added a lot of the extra stuff that's just sort of like in the manuscript forms and stuff.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But they just added random crap that wasn't actually from the manuscripts. And it was just, they just made it a 3-movie thing because they wanted to make 3 movies out of it. Okay. And so it was just bad. And all of the magic that was in the Lord of the Rings, because everyone liked being there and wanted to be there and was having a good time, like that's all gone. Almost the entire Hobbit movie was shot on a green screen with each actor by themselves.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, it was like if you read like the way Ian McKellen talks about it, like there's a video on YouTube of him like breaking down in tears because this is not how acting is supposed to be.
Why would I mean? There's scenes where they're all together.
Yeah, they CGI him into them. Yeah, and it happens all the time throughout the movie because they have Guillermo del Toro was the original director for the films.
Okay.
And I think it's Warner Brothers or Miramax. One of those companies was the one who decided to make this. And they were pushing him so hard to do this stuff because all they give they don't care if the story's good. They don't care if people are going to like it. All they want is to make money.
Oh, yeah.
And so he's not doing it the way they want him to do it. They're putting a lot of pressure on him. He says, I'm out. Screw this. I don't want it anymore. Mm. And Peter Jackson was producing it because they couldn't find anyone else to produce it because The Lord of the Rings was such an undertaking that it was like, do we really want to do this again? Yeah. And so they basically forced Peter Jackson to direct a movie that he didn't want to direct because he was still burned out from Lord of the Rings. And so that comes across. Like, everything in the movie is people... Like, there are some people who are genuinely excited to be part of it.
Oh, yeah.
But most of the people who are in it are just like, this is not what I thought it would be, and I hate it, and I'm upset to be here.
Joe, I think that's all on you.
Well, no. That's actually... Like, I read a lot of the reviews and director's commentaries.
Oh, okay.
So... Yeah, and then as a fan watching it, I actually I protest sleep at the midnight showings of
you actually you enjoyed the movie. You just didn't like the storyline being part of the book.
No, the movie sucked. The movie was
didn't like it.
No, it was a hot egg of nastiness.
You went to the movie.
All 3?
I went to all 3 midnight showings, and I went to sleep in the middle of all 3 midnight showings because they sucked.
Oh, wow.
You're
the first person and the only person I've ever heard say that.
I hated them. I hated every minute of them. Now, I think I could go back and watch them again knowing how much I hated them and enjoy them.
Okay.
Because it would be like, I would have to take my Lord of the Rings fan glasses off and put on my I'm just a regular guy watching a movie glasses.
Yeah.
And I think that would make it better. And maybe you think I would learn after the first 2 movies.
But hey, you never know. Hey, you might just have something that. Hey, I like that. Actually, talking about Peter Jackson, Apple just had their event.
Yeah.
Beginning of the month, so last week or something. But apparently, Peter Jackson has his own AR company.
I didn't know that.
Called Wingnut AR. Yeah, they presented at the.
That's cool.
Hey, at the event, I was just kind of like, that's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
But if you guys didn't hear, Apple did announce its, I don't want to say, we'll just say, competitor to the Amazon Echo and Google Home.
Google Home, yeah.
And the funniest thing I found about it is how they presented it. They're like, so wireless speakers tend to be between $300 and $500. Home assistants tend to be between $100 and $200. So we're thinking of a good price for our device to be between $400 and $700. So you know what? When we release it, you can get it for $350. So.
And only Apple can get away with that because they are the biggest douchebags.
Yeah.
And I'm saying that as a guy who has an iPhone, an iPad, and an iMac.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm totally...
No, and I understand. Okay, so, and I found something, I heard something really funny the other day, too, after that event, where it says, Apple's HomePod looks like a speaker.
God, is that what they're calling it? Anyway.
Yeah, the HomePod. Apple's HomePod. So they're like, the HomePod looks like a speaker. The Amazon Echo looks like a tube. And the Google Home looks like an air freshener. And if you think about it, it really does. I mean,
it does look like me. Oh my goodness. Oh, I hate them so much. But I love their products.
Hey, there's...
So.
Yeah, they really are. Now, I was asking my cousin, I was saying, do you think that if Apple lowered the price of their devices to match the other people's, that they would overtake the market completely?
I think they would.
I think so, too. Because, I mean, a lot of people that I hear, I mean, besides the diehard, Apple's retarded, blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, those guys wouldn't buy it.
Yeah. And my cousin, best one. Mm-hmm. Most of the people I hear just say that Apple it just costs too much, and that's why they don't. Mm-hmm. But other than that, I truly think, I'm like, because we were talking about the HomePod being so much, it's just like, that's 3 times the Home and 2 times the Echo. I was just like, if they put that at $150, that would be a fine price for it. Mm-hmm. And they could actually probably do a good deal in the market. But I think they're going to alienate themselves by having it so high.
They're trying to be a luxury brand.
But yeah, I know. I know they are, but you're still going to have people go for it.
Right.
And that aren't luxury.
Yeah. Yeah. My problem with the HomePod, aside from its stupid name, is it only works with iTunes. Like, I can't use it with Spotify or anything now. According to what I was reading about it, right now it only works with Apple software.
Okay. That really doesn't surprise me, though.
It doesn't surprise me either, but people who have an Amazon Echo aren't going to switch to the HomePod because the HomePod's not going to work with Amazon.
Nope. And I tell you right now, I'd be more inclined to buy the Echo.
Yeah, I'm with you.
And the only reason, because that works with my Fire Stick.
Right, exactly. So it's a little ridiculous.
Oh, yeah.
But whatever. Some people are going to want it, and that's fine.
I kind of found it funny that they also well, if you have one, you should also get 2.
Yeah.
So then you're spending $700 on 2, but...
Jeez.
So what would happen? I mean, is it programmed for one to be your primary one? So if you say, hey, Siri...
They, from what I understand, they're supposed to know their environment. And basically it'll be whichever one it detects you're closer to will be the one that'll answer you. Supposedly. I mean, if it works right.
Yeah.
And so, I don't know.
But
it's interesting. But I'm kind of getting sick of them.
Yeah.
Just in general. Yeah. This whole
consumerist
materialist.
Oh, yeah. And then there are also the rumors with the iPhone 8 because that should be announced their next convention they have.
Right, in September.
Yeah.
Usually.
And to be honest, a lot of rumors I'm seeing talking about moving the fingerprint to the back. How do you guys feel about that?
I mean, it works fine on the Galaxy S8.
Yeah. Travis, that's what you have, right?
I think so.
Is your fingerprint on the back?
I don't know. We're in the dark. I think it is. If it is, I never use it. Yeah, it's right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is, but I don't have my phone locked.
Okay.
It's. I mean, I think it's nice for people, so it's more convenient for them to do it. Mm-hmm. Because you can sit there and hold it with your index finger instead of with your thumb. Mm-hmm. I mean, if you have to do it with your thumb, then fuck that. But
you could program that on your finger.
Yeah. So index finger wise, I mean, it's no difference if it's down here or if it's back here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I think they're just trying to centralize everything into one spot. So I didn't know with my phone it has this new thing called Bixby.
Yeah.
Which basically you just press the side button and then it
cool.
brings up
it's
your
alarms,
your basically everything's in one spot.
Oh, cool.
News and shit you want to look at. But
cool.
It's not an app or anything on the phone. It's actually has its own button. Carl, shut the fuck up, man. We're podcasting. Leave it in. I want people to hear me yell at my stepdad for talking to the dog while we're recording the goddamn show.
Well, just train your dog better, and then it wouldn't
You
happen.
fucking, what the hell you fucking call it? Goat roper?
My old CB handle.
Yeah.
Hey, goat roper.
Welcome to the show, Carl.
Cheers.
Holy shit! Yeah, but no, I don't get why they have the button on the side of the phone. You know, it's, because it's sit there and like maybe it's just me and shit. But like if you're adjusting the volume, you press the wrong thing, and all of a sudden this whole thing's low. It's like, oh wait, fucking wrong thing.
Yeah, I hear you. I lock my phone all the time when I'm trying to turn the volume
Another
up.
thing I don't like about the phone is like when it's in sleep mode or down mode, it still shows like the time and everything on the front, which is nice, but at the same time, I think like it's wasted battery time.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah.
But overall, I do like the phone. I remember a lot of people gave me shit for not choosing the iPhone 7, but I'm not an iPhone guy.
You can
That's fine.
choose any phone you want.
Yeah.
I don't care. You don't have to choose one phone or the other. Pick what you want.
Yeah.
With anything, you're open to your options.
Well, it's like when I explained to like the guy I work with who kept telling me to get the iPhone 7, the guy at the Verizon store who, you know, he recommended Galaxy because I told him like the only reason I want to get the iPhone is listen to podcasts. But I can listen to iTunes podcasts on my iPad.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, and I've had Galaxies for the last like 5 years, or the hell it's been, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you. I'm actually thinking about going back to a dumb phone.
Really?
Yeah, my iPad does everything my phone does.
I thought so much of just going back to a dumb phone because cell phone companies are retired with the prices.
Well, yeah, I mean, like I think to buy the Galaxy 8 outright, I think it was like $700-800.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, I pay $60 for my pen, but no, I'm actually paying $100. Oh wait, and that's even with a discount. So if I didn't have the discount, I'd be paying even more.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Because cell phone companies are a fucking joke with their prices.
I miss Nextel.
But I thought about going back.
You buy an $85 phone, you get the free chirp, and everything's good.
That was good stuff.
And then what? Sprint bought Nextel, and
Yep.
They're talking about
died.
T-Mobile and Sprint merging together.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That'd be nationwide coverage again for Sprint instead of just in
Well,
like random areas.
yeah. My problem with moving the cell phone, the fingerprint to the back. Stop trying to make your phone an fucking Android. I don't care. Do something original.
Yeah.
That's what the iPhone originally was. Something original.
I didn't like the fact that they got rid of the headphone jack.
Well, they're fucking morons.
Yeah, I don't see the reason.
And then what happened after they did that? People started releasing an adapter that you can plug your headphone and your charger in.
Yep. For only an extra $20.
Yeah.
Well, see, now I don't, because they got rid of the headphone jack with the iPhone 7.
Yep.
Do they still offer the free headphones in the pack like they do with all the other ones?
It's
Why?
Because it comes with a dongle.
Because of the what?
A dongle you can plug into the lightning port to plug your headphones in.
But why?
They don't come with the 3.5 millimeter headphones. They come with the lightning
you're right. They
port
come with
headphones.
lightning port headphones, not the dongle.
So
You're correct.
they come with the lightning port headphones along with the dongle
Right.
for people that use
Different headphones.
Yeah.
Like my really nice podcasting headphones I'm
Yeah.
not using tonight.
But that's because we're all here. We're not
Right,
even,
yeah, we don't
we're
need
not
to.
even recording through our normal things.
Yeah, I don't have to hear you through Skype. So
Exactly. We don't have to do Is he connected? I gotta make sure he's connected.
Is Travis here, or is he going yelling at Cooper somewhere?
So.
Or his stepdad.
Right?
Yeah.
Or his stepdad. So
Goddamn goat roper.
that just sounds like a really dirty.
Yeah. Why goat roper, Carl?
Well, it was kind of a strange situation.
I did involve goats.
It was better than Grape Ape,
Grape Ape.
Right, babe.
because that was my original CB handle was Grape Ape. Then I switched to Goat Roper.
Holy shit.
And I thought about Kid Lasso.
Yeah. Just for the help, make sure you speak up just so we can hear you.
Because Kid Lasso, what's a kid? Baby goat.
Kid Lasso.
Kid Lasso, Goat Roper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still better than Grape Ape,
Great babe.
which was a cartoon character that I watched when I was a kid.
Oh, okay.
Was
I
he
knew it was
purple?
familiar for some reason.
Yes, he was
I
purple.
think I
Yeah.
remember him.
Grape Ape.
Don't remember his name, but
Grape Ape.
well, thank you, Carl. I know now.
What was his name?
Huh?
What was his name?
Grape.
Great babe.
Ape.
Great babe.
Just checking. I didn't hear it the first 30 times.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit.
Oh. But yeah, that's where my standpoint on
Yeah.
Apple is. So
Yeah. I don't even remember how we got there, but yeah.
That's
we were talking about Peter Jackson.
That's right, Peter Jackson.
Because then I went
Yeah,
into
there-
how Apple's...
And speaking of Peter, there were redeemable parts in those movies. Just to bring it back, the mountains were the mountain giants were really cool. I liked the Toriel storyline with the lady elf played by what's her name from Lost,
I don't know.
Eva something. I don't remember.
Eva Longoria?
No, it wasn't Eva Longoria. It might have been Eva Longoria.
Eva Mendes?
No, it wasn't Eva Mendes. Anyway,
Eve?
yeah. The robot
Adam
from,
and Eve?
Megan
from
Fox?
Wall-E? No, it wasn't Megan Fox.
Shia LaBeuf?
No.
It was
It was Shia LaBeouf. Yeah, Shia LaBeouf was playing a female elf.
He just walked out and said, "Do it!"
You know what? That would have been the best part of the entire movie. Oh.
Okay, so you hated all of them. But
I
out of
did.
the three, which was your favorite?
The first one, because I stayed awake through the most of that one.
Just to see if something good catches
Yeah.
your eye.
Yeah, well, that one was good because it had the beginning of it, which was great. With the long expected party or the unexpected party, the under the mountain stuff with the goblins and
Yeah.
the Goblin King, and then the warg fight at the end. So there were a lot of good things in that one.
Okay.
Well, so that was probably my favorite one. That was the one where they were the closest to the book.
Yeah. Now, how the Hobbit takes place before Lord of the Rings?
Yes.
How far before Lord of the Rings?
Let's see, about 100 years.
Okay. Now the battle that they constantly talk about in Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Does that happen between those two stories, or is that even before?
It's even before. It's about 3,000 years before Lord of the Rings.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if they wanted to, they could actually make another trilogy set between.
They could.
But they wouldn't have to even go off books at that point because
No.
there's no.
Yeah, and there's no one who would even. There's not that many people who would even know what was happening. So
Yeah.
they could do whatever they wanted, just about.
Exactly, and you can just.
So they were. I understand they were talking about a mini-series with the Silmarillion.
Who's that?
That was like it was. It's described as J.R.R. Tolkien's first and last book. He started writing it when he started writing, and it was
the one I was telling you about.
no,
Okay.
but it's connected to it.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's kind of like reading an encyclopedia. Like it's actually a pretty dry book,
Okay.
but the stories in it are great. They're really
isn't
good
that
stories.
like the Harry Potter thing that
Yeah.
Fantastic Beast isn't like an actual
Right.
book; it's more of an encyclopedia of beasts.
Exactly. So the Silmarillion could do that, and they were talking about like an HBO miniseries or something. That would be cool. I would watch that. So
Yeah, I mean, I would watch it. I mean, I love those books. I mean, but I don't. Not the books. I love the movies
Right.
because I don't read. I can read. I'm not dumb. I know
No,
how,
yeah.
but
but you don't enjoy it. I understand
just
that.
like most people nowadays would prefer movies over reading.
Yeah,
And I think it's
Yeah.
because it takes less thought.
I can see that.
It tastes less.
Takes
thought.
less thought.
I can see that.
Shut up and don't judge me.
I've never seen them. Like any of those Lord of the Rings.
You've never seen The Lord of the Rings?
They never had an opportunity to. Like no one ever said like, hey, you know, what movie we should watch? Lord of the Rings.
Hey, you know what movie we should watch? Lord of the Rings.
Do you have it?
No.
Oh well, see there we go.
They have the extended
I
version
watched
of
the
the Two
Princess
Towers
Bride
album.
for you.
That's true.
I did watch the Princess Bride.
How did you like that again?
I didn't
fine.
mind it. It was a really long movie, but it didn't feel like it was on that long.
Yeah.
And that's what I liked about it. And I also kind of like, because I never knew that the basis of the movie was like a grandfather telling his grandson a story. Mm-hmm. That was also pretty cool. And fucking, Fred Savage was the kid.
That's right. Fred Savage was the kid.
I've never seen the movie still, so.
Oh.
Princess Bride. Yeah. It was good. It's not something that I'd watch constantly, but once in a while I'll throw it on. I'm glad I rented it. It was worth it, and I watched it the night Super Casey was on.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah. Did you see that she was in a dunk tank?
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
I just saw a dunk tank driving down the road the other day.
Maybe that was hers.
Yes. And good old Peotone.
No, I think she was in Metropolis. She was doing a dunk tank for Boy Scouts of America.
Metropolis? Where's that?
It's like that Superman convention.
Oh,
okay.
I was just like...
I was like, that's not a real city.
Yeah.
So I don't know what you're talking about.
Metropolis exists. It's in Illinois.
Oh, I didn't know that. There's a Metropolis, Illinois?
Yeah. I don't know.
Well.
I could be making that up.
Well,
No.
color me purple and call me Grape Ape.
There's a place called Truth or Consequences, New Mexico, for God's sake.
Yeah.
I guarantee Metropolis exists
That's
somewhere.
true. That's a good point. It exists.
Metropolis, Illinois.
Yeah, see, there
Wow.
we go. See?
That is interesting.
That is something.
But,
It is off of 24. And... Oh, it's way south.
I think it's farther than Decatur.
It's on...
Carbondale.
it's on the border, south border
Jeez.
of Illinois.
With Indiana or Missouri?
No, it's
Hold
gotta
on,
be
I gotta
Missouri. Missouri.
I hate that state.
Yeah, Missouri. Missouri and Kentucky, it's right by the borders of. So...
Interesting.
Oh, wow. Interesting.
Yeah, she dressed up as Supergirl, I think.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's her go-to, isn't it?
I know, she went as Elektra, though, and yeah.
Ooh.
I gotta say, I'm a huge fan of Elektra now.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
I cannot be a fan of Elektra. I mean, she
I'm
makes
looking
it...
forward to Gen Con. I'm going to hang out with her. It's going to be good.
Yeah, because that's what you guys were talking about.
Yeah.
I gotta tell you, though, I think one of the most popular pictures was the big-ass corn dog.
I can't imagine why.
I know, right? I mean,
Yep.
that's a huge-ass fucking corn dog.
It is a huge corn dog.
I mean, that is a big corn dog. I gotta tell you, though, I do like getting those corn dogs at the Will County Fair.
You know, a regular old 6-inch corn dog is never enough.
No. And when they do this, I mean, like,
Size, you know, when it comes to corn dogs, size matters.
it always does. It always matters.
Your breaded wiener?
My breaded wiener.
That's right. But see, like, when you get the jumbo, like, 12-inch fucking dogs and everything, they put so much more batter on it. It's so worth it.
Oh, okay. It's good batter.
I'm waiting for
Sometimes
the corn.
batter sucks.
I love the corn at the fair. It's delicious.
Once the Boy Scouts come out?
Yeah.
I like those, the pork sandwiches that they have at the 4-H building.
I never had them.
Oh, yeah, Sherry loves them.
Yeah.
Shocker.
I know, right? But, God, carnival food, that's the biggest thing I love
God,
about
I
the
love
fair.
carnival food.
Yeah.
That's like one of the best things when Taco Bell started selling Cinnabon.
I was actually, where was I? I was at a restaurant, and they were selling, where were we? We went to a restaurant, and they had like Cinnabon things, but they were like the little, pizza rolls?
Yeah.
That size, but like Cinnabon.
Nice.
I'm trying to think of where the fuck we were.
Was it Burger King?
No.
Okay.
They have the little actual balls in a bowl. Where did I go this weekend?
I don't know.
Because it was this weekend. Sonic's.
Sonic's
has
them.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never
They have,
had an experience at Sonic. I
little
liked.
pizza roll. Really?
What?
You've
Yeah,
never...
Sonic and Lafayette blows.
Oh, no. You gotta go to the one over here in Country Club Hills. I mean,
Okay.
you gotta get foot-long chili coney.
I'm sold on
Now,
this.
see, I thought that was a nice one. Me and Sam went to the one up in Lockport yesterday.
Lockport?
Yeah.
What are we up in Lockport for?
Because we were over by the Silver Cross Hospital.
Why are we at Silver Cross Hospital?
Her friend had a baby.
Oh!
Yeah.
I was going to make a pregnancy joke.
That was the first time I've ever actually, I mean, I've seen newborn babies.
Right.
But, been in the room right after the baby.
I wasn't.
Okay,
Not
like,
while
right
I was born.
No.
You didn't peek behind the
Yeah,
curtain.
that's
No,
like-
I wasn't. No, it wasn't being born while I was there. It was less than a day old, though.
You didn't check out the cast and all that in the background.
That happened. The baby was born on Friday. I was there yesterday.
Gotcha.
That's
Yeah,
the big one on the
newborns.
highway.
Newborns freak me out.
It was right. So the baby was born at 2. Okay, so we were there about a day, an hour after.
Yeah.
So,
Gotcha.
but it was pretty cool. Yeah. I gotta admit, that Silver Cross Hospital is nice. I mean, when I worked at my old job, I drove by it a lot. I'm just like, this is just like a random hospital out here. But, I mean, it's new, too, so... And you go in there, it's a really nice hospital there.
Nice. I love a nice hospital.
People up north have money.
This is true.
That's true.
That's true, you know.
So, but... Yeah, 2 thumbs up. If you ever need a hospital, go to Silver Cross. I like them.
Good deal.
Now,
I will keep that in mind.
I mean, I don't get how that whole hospital thing... When you get injured, do you pick the hospital you go to?
I think you go to the nearest one.
Okay.
I don't know if they have a choice.
Yeah, I mean, like, because I have insurance and all that through Ingalls, but we live in Peotone.
Right.
Would I get taken to Ingalls?
I don't know.
Would I get taken? Isn't Riverside's the closest?
I
right?
think it depends if you have a PPO or an HMO.
Oh.
I think HMO you get taken to the designated hospital your doctor's a part of, and a PPO is you're taken to the nearest hospital that takes your insurance.
Interesting.
I think that's how.
So, like, as you're dying on the gurney, do they check this stuff? Or?
Hey, I need your insurance information.
Well, I know, so if you get hurt, like, down Kankakee, depending on your insurance, they either take you to Riverside
Or
they
St.
take you to
Mary's.
St. Mary's.
Yeah.
Well, where's Goat Roper?
Hey,
How do you people decide which hospital they take you to in an emergency? Is it based on insurance?
more or less, it's based on what somebody says to them.
Oh, okay. So it's just
If-
take me
if-
to Ingalls.
If you're if you're conscious enough, you can have them take you to Palos Heights from here.
Okay.
But you got to be
Interesting.
conscious enough.
Yeah, see, I figured it was just based on your insurance, HMO and PPO and
Nope.
stuff.
They don't look at your insurance
Yeah,
at all for that. It's all based on.
That'd be a really weird scenario.
I feel like, it's emergency. We're like, what kind of insurance you have? And they're all like, PPO Select. And, I don't know.
I'm bleeding out here. We're talking about what insurance.
Right.
Well, I mean, they have to ask the questions to keep you alive,
If
right?
you're capable of answering the question, you can answer it. If you're not, they're going to take you to the nearest place where they can get you prepared
Yeah.
to pick you up by a helicopter and take you to a place where they can treat you accordance to your injuries.
Nice.
Sorry, I don't have any insurance. They just toss you out the door.
No, I'm all
Oh,
good.
jeez.
No, that's when you just sign the little waiver and walk away.
Yeah. So. Oh man. So. But yeah, so like I said, it's a really nice hospital.
I like how this all started with me trying to look up facts about Ron Weasley.
I know,
Being
right?
like, I couldn't find him.
This is a heck of a rabbit hole.
Yeah,
Not a
we
bad
have
one,
just
though.
literally
We've got a lot to
spiraled
say.
onto everything.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah. Do you have anything to contribute?
yeah. What random topic do you want to talk about?
You talking about me or Goat Roper?
Sure.
Either.
Yeah. Hey, Colin, did you have fun swimming in the pool today?
I did have a blast swimming in the pool today.
It was a problem hooking up the iPads and the iPods
Yeah,
and the
the
phones.
Bluetooth was giving us some trouble, but
Yeah.
we worked
Okay.
through it. And that's the first time. When did you open that? This weekend or
Yeah.
last weekend?
Last weekend.
Last weekend. Yeah, I mean, first swim
put
of
the
the year.
stairs in yesterday.
Okay, so it was first swim of the year.
Yep.
Plenty more of them coming.
Oh yeah.
I'm looking forward to it.
And I gotta say, this was the first time I've ever seen that many people in the pool, and I was kind of scared about it. I was just like, "There's too many people in here." I mean, because usually I'd never see Carl. I mean, Carl's out there always working, but he's never go in the pool. I mean, he wasn't in there when I was there. Sue, I mean, I guess will sometimes float, but for the most part, I've been there. She like floats a little and then gets out, and then she's just out. But she was in there all day. I mean, I've seen Libby and Heather over there for a little bit, and then they get out. But there was a lot of people in there today, and they actually stayed there, and we all had a nice, fun time.
Nice.
Yeah. And I was expecting other people to be there, like Travis and Joey, but
Well, so,
no, they're busy doing other stuff,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, we had a bridal shower to go to.
I was trying to commit to get my truck in the garage today, but instead I got to the point where I was able to break everything down. And actually, tonight I might take some pictures of stuff to throw on Facebook. So if
Okay.
anyone wants to buy some shit, check out my Facebook.
Nice.
Yeah.
It was a really sunny day too.
It's
Yeah,
been,
it was.
It's been
It
nice.
was
I
beautiful
think my
day
legs
today.
got burned.
Oh,
Oh,
it
they're
was
really
nice.
starting to itch. So, but I did put sunscreen on this time because at that Sox game we went to a while back, definitely got burned. Torched. My arms are still trying to recover from it. So,
I hear you.
yeah. But we had some beer out there. Had some. Oh, you guys remember the freeze pops?
Yeah.
Yeah, we had those too. We're chilling out of the pool, just eating those.
Somebody opened up a humus container and the top came into the pool.
Wait,
Humus?
the what?
Humus.
Hummus.
Hummus?
Hummus. That's it. Hummus.
Humus.
Oh my god.
It went into the pool. Oh, that's not good.
Yeah.
I think we just lost our Jewish followers.
I don't think they care.
Now I'm going to have to decontaminate the pool because there's food substance in it.
Oh, bleach it.
Is that any different than when Sherry jumps in there with baby oil on?
Probably not.
Just makes that film.
Other than with the baby oil, it's like a whole year deal. Change the sand.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Oh, and then I had to. I was on earring back duty today because Sherry was taking off her earrings and accidentally dropped the back of one into the pool, and I spent the good first hour there just looking for it.
But he found it.
Yeah.
Good on you.
Yeah. I mean, because like Carl said, I was like, yeah, somebody just needs to step on that, puncture that through the lining of the...
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You go outside. Why do we have an inch of water in the pool?
Why is the pump howling? Oh shit, there's no water in the pool. That's why.
Exactly.
Yikes.
Oh, man. So, next weekend's Father's Day weekend.
That's true.
It is.
Yeah.
Technically, when this comes out, tomorrow's Father's Day weekend.
That's true.
This is true. So,
Speaking of that, Travis, the tiller's all good to go.
Yeah, Nick's gonna go do that by himself because he doesn't want to wait for me to get up on Saturday.
Well, whatever. I got done tilling all the other gardens that I had to till, and
tea for the
tines
Tillerman?
wouldn't turn, so I worked it over today, and it's all good to go.
You say tea for the tiller?
Tea for the Tillerman.
Is that like a story?
The hell
I've
you-
never heard
Method
that.
to behind what you're saying.
Yeah, there is.
It sounds like something. That's why I'm asking.
That's an album.
Oh, it's an album.
Oh.
Oh, like Neutral
By
Milk
Cat
Hotel?
Stevens.
Oh, Cat Stevens. Way
Jeez.
off.
Wow.
And how old are you?
I am 28
And how do you know anything about Cat Stevens?
because I listened to the album, which was released in 1970.
You know who would know about
And
Cat Stevens?
what year were you born?
1988.
Right.
So
that's my
18
whole
years
point.
ahead. But yeah, I'm sorry that I don't know why I said it.
No, that's fine.
I thought you were going for a whole C is for cookie thing.
C is for catsup.
Oh my god.
Oh,
What is this episode about?
I don't know.
it's randomness. But Joe,
Yes.
do you watch? You have Netflix, right?
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever watched F is for Family?
I started an episode and turned it off.
What, you don't like it?
I didn't mind it, but it was summer, and so I had all my doors and windows open, and I was in seminary housing still. So
I wouldn't listen. I wouldn't watch it. If you get a chance and you don't mind it, you just give it a try. It's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, it's enjoyable.
It is, and it's set in the 70s, and they just completed their second season, and I really hope they go on for a third season because it was hilarious.
nice.
But I just what was it? The Ranch. That coming out for part 3 here soon.
16th, 15th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you guys know the Grand Tour, or
Yeah,
okay, so
I haven't seen it yet.
Amazon's new show. It's
basically Top Gear.
It's Top Gear. It's Amazon's Top Gear. They took the host after the whole incident that happened at Top Gear where Jeremy Clarkson punched the producer or something and then got fired, and then the other two left it as well. Richard Hammond just got in a serious car accident.
I forgot about that.
He driving an electric car. He was taking the turn too quick and flipped off the road. They said he's all right.
Yeah, I seen a hospital picture of him where he's up and...
Oh, really? I haven't seen that.
Yeah, like he's not out of bed yet, but he's awake and like...
I think they said that he had like a fractured ankle or something.
Yeah.
But they said it was a really big crash that they have. And then I was reading the article that, I guess back in 07 or 06 for Top Gear, he also got in another accident where he actually sustained brain injury.
Oh, jeez.
But he returned. It's on the show. I just finished watching. I mean, I watched it when it first came out. Watched it every week. And then for some reason I just stopped, but I just finished it off, and that show is hilarious.
Yeah,
and I watched
those three are just they're
just the perfect team. It's hilarious, and I hope they were filming for their second season. So
good.
Hopefully this doesn't hinder any of that. Richard, we hope you get back. We want to see you in the show. It's hilarious. You guys are a great trio, like us.
Yeah,
it's like the Wolf Pack. The three best friends that anyone can.
Sorry, Carl.
And the goat roper.
He's done.
Also, R.I.P. to Adam West.
Adam West.
Yeah.
Batman.
Yeah.
You have passed away for us.
The mayor of Quahog.
The mayor of Quahog,
The mayor of Quahog.
And I know most people probably won't, but like I told Travis earlier, the Monk. You ever seen Monk?
Yeah.
You know Captain Stottlemyre?
No.
Okay. Well, his wife, the lady that portrayed his wife, passed away this
no kidding.
week too. 63, I think. Yeah, 63.
Wow. That was young.
Yeah, and it's really surprising because like you don't think about it when you're watching the show. It's like Monk's 63 as well. But
when did Monk end?
It was 08, I believe. Yeah, I think it started in 2000 and ended in 08 because it was 8 seasons. And then Psych ran for 8 seasons too.
They're still doing a Psych movie?
Yeah, from what I heard. Let's check it out. We also talk about dingleberries a lot too, Jay.
That is true. We talk about dingleberries a lot.
Dingleberries.
There's going to be no context for that when it comes right back in.
Exactly,
It's
but
fantastic.
Who cares? But oh yeah, that's what I was doing. I completely forgot.
Looking up Drew Carey.
Drew Carey.
Psych.
Yeah. Psych.
Drew Carey.
Oh no, but I kind of want to go to Comic-Con this year, but I don't, cause
like San Diego Comic-Con?
No.
Oh,
Chicago Comic-Con.
Oh.
Cause Sean and Gus are gonna be there, and I want to go. I want to get a picture with them.
Yeah.
I want to spend the money.
Yeah.
So, but
yeah, it's an expensive autograph.
yeah, I think. Well, for the two of them, I think it's like $100.
Oh, that's not bad. But then you still got to pay.
And then
the
you
price
gotta
of
pay like
admission to the con.
$63 to get in. So.
Yeah.
You actually pay for the autographs?
Yeah.
That's not
Well,
Wizard
I don't.
World, is it?
Huh?
I don't
Is
think
that
it's
Wizard
worth
World?
it.
Yeah.
Wizard World Comic Con?
Yeah.
In August?
That's what I was actually looking up.
Yeah.
I figured since we didn't go to C2E2, maybe we should make an appearance there. August 24th to the 27th.
Yeah. I've been there.
That's during the fair.
Is it?
Jumbo corn dogs.
All right, I go to Comic-Con.
All right, get jumbo corn dogs.
Well, the great thing about that is the fair is like, what? Is it only 4 days, isn't it?
Wednesday through Sunday.
Wednesday through Sunday.
Okay. So 5 days. But, yeah, I mean, Comic-Con's the weekend, but you only have to go there one day.
Oh, yeah, no, I was just kidding. I mean, yeah. With my schedule, I'd have to go to the fair on Saturday only.
Yeah.
Sunday's too expensive.
But, yeah, I'm excited to see, I don't know. I'm not going to go. I want to, but...
Yeah, I can't remember if I have something doing that weekend or not.
Yeah. But
Probably start school that weekend. Oh my God, Gene Simmons is gonna be there.
I thought you were going to say Gene Simmons is dead.
What?
Oh, man. We were just talking about dead celebrities.
Yeah. No, I see where you're going now. But,
Oh, I thought that's where that was going for sure.
That'd be unfortunate. With that vagina. Nice. Oh yeah, show them pictures of our patio in the middle of the podcast.
Mind your own business.
That's fine. While you do that, why don't we have
That looks
Colin do his segment?
okay. Well, since we're right here, it doesn't take long at all now, does it?
No.
Okay, welcome back, everybody, to This Freakin State of Mind, where we go through each state, give a little bit of facts about each state. We go in alphabetical order. Do you guys know what state we ended up on last week?
No.
That's right, people. It was New Mexico. Way to have the ball on that one.
Hill of the Mountain Gods, or Inn of the Mountain Gods is in New Mexico.
I have no idea what that is, Carl.
It's a casino.
Oh. Well, casinos aren't interesting.
About an hour and a half northeast of El Paso.
Oh my God, Kevin Sorbo and Lou Ferrigno are gonna be at Comic-Con.
Are they going to battle it out?
Oh my God, Hercules and the Hulk in one room.
We should get Jason Segel there. No, and Paul Rudd.
Yeah.
And then have Luke Ferrigno.
Fuck you, Hulk. Anyways, God, go ahead.
Anyway, sorry, everyone. Well, this week we're on the great state of New York. To me, I wouldn't call it a great state. I think it's a
Empire State.
shithole, but for any of you that are out there,
I enjoyed it
about
when I was there.
It's quite the
Boo-hoo.
power.
Well, let's get right on to it. Like I say every week, these facts come from the internet. You can believe them if you want. Half the shit on the internet's fake anyways. So, right on. The first American chess tournament was held in New York in 1843. The 641-mile transportation network, known as the Governor Thomas E. Dewey Thruway, is the longest toll road in the U.S.
I've driven on that.
Have you? Mm-hmm. When you were out in Connecticut?
Yep.
In 1979, Vassar students were the first from a private college to be granted permission to study in the People's Republic of China.
What's that got to do with New York?
Because Vassar is a college of New York.
Okay.
So,
clarification, you know?
This isn't a Q&A, Carl.
No, I like
No,
it.
it's-
I like responses back. The Fashion Institute of Technology in Manhattan is the only school in the world offering a Bachelor of Science degree with a major in cosmetics and fragrance marketing.
Fascinating.
Yeah. Dairying is New York's most important farming activity with over 18,000 cattle and or cab farms. Wow.
I wouldn't have thought that.
That would actually make perfectly good sense.
Yeah.
Because they can't grow corn or other things, so...
Mm-hmm.
Just milk cows.
Right.
In 1807, the Clermont made its maiden voyage from New York City to Albany, making the vessel the first successful steamboat. New York City has 722 miles of subway track. Wow.
That's a lot.
That is a lot. Power Mill Park, situated outside of Rochester, has a house on Park Road shaped like a group of mushrooms.
Jeez.
What does a group of mushrooms look like?
That's a good question. Anyone? Class?
Bunch of mushrooms together in one spot.
Okay.
Or is it a sheep's head mushroom on the north side of an oak tree?
Maybe it's a cauliflower-looking thing.
Chittenden is the home of L. Frank Baum, author of Wizard of Oz. It features a yellow brick inlaid sidewalks leading to Auntie M's and other Oz-themed businesses. Chittenden is the location of the annual Munchkin Parade.
There's an annual Munchkin Parade?
Yeah.
They represent the Lollipop Kill.
Oneida is home to the world's smallest church with the dimensions of 51 inches by 81 inches.
Okay.
So pretty much I would assume...
There's a mushroom house in Power.
Oh, there you go. I would imagine with a building that's 51 inches by 81 inches that it's probably taller than it is the dimensions. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously the height is a dimension of it, but
Right. I
but
assume they're talking floor plan, though.
yeah, and just
Yeah, that's tiny, though. I mean, that's like...
weird.
I could barely lay down in it.
Maybe it's for the Munchkins.
Maybe.
So you could fit two?
Yes. The first daily Yiddish newspaper appeared in 1885 in New York City. The first international sports hero was a boxer named Bill Richmond, who was from Staten Island and was born on August 5th of 1763.
That's my birthday.
Is it?
Yeah, well, not that year.
August
But
5th.
Well, obviously not that year. Damn, Joe, you're old. Tell us some stories, Joe. I'm sure you know all about New York.
I'm just trying to figure out how he was here before I got here.
Exactly.
like 100 years.
1762.
200 years.
The New York Post, established in 1803 by Alexander Hamilton, and is the oldest running New York newspaper in the U.S.
Huh.
John Babcock invented both the indoor rowing machine and the sliding seat during the winter of 1869 and 1870.
Must have been a long, boring winter.
Yeah. Had nothing to do.
Lots of snow.
Yep. Hartsdale has a pet cemetery established in 1896 and contains 12,000 plots. Wow. I never think of pet cemeteries being like a serious thing.
Right. I just think of the Stephen King novel.
Yeah, exactly.
There's one in Money.
Is there?
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
you know,
It's on a back road, ain't it?
yeah, it's on the back road, like when you go over, I think it's Ridgeland.
Yeah.
There's Ridgeland Road over there, yeah. Where you're going down, it's right.
Like if you avoid going through Moni and then you take the right coming
Yeah.
off the exit.
Make a right, quick left on the Ridgeland.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, me and Ash, or me and Sherry went there one day, just kind of look around. Someone's horse is buried there.
That's interesting. But I like.
How do you estimate the size of the plot?
I don't know.
They can't be equal.
No, they're
Right.
not. They're not equal at all. I'm pretty sure they had to fold the horse up.
Oh God.
Maybe they cremated him.
That would make
They
sense.
just buried a big pot of glue.
Oh, Joe.
Wow.
In November for Boy Scouts and in March for Girl Scouts, the annual urban campouts are hosted at the Empire State Building.
Oh, cool.
Empire State Building.
That'd be neat to camp in.
Yep. The Catskills are the home of the legend of Rip Van Winkle,
Oh.
brown
no kidding.
trout, and fly casting. This one kind of interesting. The first presentation of 3D films before a paying audience took place in Manhattan, Astor Theater on June 10th, 1915.
Wow.
Like, how?
I don't know. That's really interesting.
Is 3D that old?
Must be.
But they're like, this isn't a good idea, so we'll just...
Wait till it gets better.
Yeah.
They didn't have the technology to make it as good as it is now.
No.
No IMAX.
Even in the last 15 years, it's gotten so much better.
Oh, yeah.
I just look at the TV I have in my front room, which is in HD,
Mm-hmm.
and I come over here and watch Travis's TV in his front room, and it's... What is your TV? An HD also?
he's
LED.
LED?
And he's got HD.
Do you have like the 4K HD or
No.
1080p?
No,
It's-
no,
He's
no,
got
no,
1080p HD.
It's a world of difference in the picture from his house to my house.
Which is surprising, because they're both HD TVs, probably
Right.
both 1080p's, but...
Right.
Does it make it different because mine's a smart TV and theirs isn't?
No.
No.
No,
The
it's
Smart
probably
Teacher is
the
just a
type of-
feature.
Smart teacher?
Smart Teacher is just a feature. Yeah, I said it.
Smart feature is just a teacher.
Exactly.
That's what it's called? It's called smart teacher? Is that
Yeah.
what we're going with?
T is for Tillerman.
But no, you gotta... yes, T is for
But
Tillerman.
it literally is a night and day difference in the
Oh, yeah.
picture that you're viewing.
Oh,
I
go
believe
for an
it.
4K then. Well, wait, 4K is going to the wayside. Now it's going to be 8K's coming out
Right.
soon.
4K makes me sick to watch.
It's...
Those TVs are curved for some fucked up reason.
I don't like the curves. Curved TVs are a gimmick.
Yeah.
But Sam Wilson, a meat packer from Troy, whose caricature Uncle Sam came to personify the United States, is buried at Troy's Oakwood Cemetery. During the War of 1812, he stamped U.S. beef on his products, which soldiers interpreted the U.S. abbreviations as meaning Uncle Sam.
Huh.
Interesting. Rochester is known as both the Flower City and the Flower City. Flower as in...
Flowers, plants, flower...
Yes. Baking
Powder.
flour and flowers and plants.
Oh, both. Interesting.
Yes. The community is home to the first abolitionist group, Bloomers, Marshmallows, Jello, Mustard, French's Mustard, Baby Shoes, Gold Teeth, and the Male Shoot.
The male shoe?
Male Shoot?
Oh, male shoot.
Yes.
Sorry.
Gennaro Lombardi opened the first U.S. pizzeria in 1895 in New York City. On July 28th, 1945, an Army Air Corps B-25 crashed into the Empire States Building at the 79th floor level.
Oh.
I never heard of that.
Me either.
That seems like something that you would hear of. New York's highest waterfall is the 215-foot Tawnock.
Huh.
Weird word.
Never heard of it.
Uh,
But this is the state that gave us Poughkeepsie, so
yeah.
it's spelled Poughkeepsie.
Patchouli.
Patchouli.
The Erie Canal, built across the New York State in the 1820s, opened the Midwest to development and helped New York City become a worldwide trade center.
Like the Illinois and Michigan Canal.
Patchouli.
The first boys' club was established by Edward Henry Harriman in New York City in 1876. By boys' club, is that like a gentleman's club?
I don't know.
What's a boys' club, Carl?
Boy Scouts in America?
Not Boy Scout.
That's actually part of the Boy Scouts.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay.
That's right.
European settlers who brought seeds to New York introduced apples in the 1600s.
Interesting.
The Big Apple is the term coined by musicians meaning to play the big time. The first Eagle Scout was Arthur R. Eldred from Troop 1 in Oceanside. He was bestowed the honor in May 1912. 10 Mile River Boy Scout Camp in Narrowsburg is the largest council-owned camp in the country. Joseph C. Gaetti of New York City invented toilet paper in 1857.
Got tired of using his hand?
Yeah, must. Wade Boggs and Cal Ripken Jr. played against each other in Rochester vs. Pawtucket Red Sox in the longest game in baseball history. The game went a total of 33 innings.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. Could you imagine sitting at that game?
No.
What time game do you think it was?
You have to take a couple of days.
33
Well, not really. So, yeah, you figure 9 innings takes, what, 2-3 hours?
Give or take, yeah.
And so if you did 9 innings every 3 hours, then at 27 hours you'd have played 3 games, or 27 innings, it would have been 9 hours. So about a 12-hour game.
Could you imagine being on the field that long?
Could you imagine if the game didn't start till 7?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a night game.
Into the morning.
Yeah. The oldest cattle ranch in the U.S. was started in 1747 at Montauk on Long Island. Adirondack Park is larger than Yellowstone, Yosemite, Grand Canyon, Glacier, and Olympic Parks combined. New York was the first state to require license plates on cars. The Niagara Falls Reservation became the first state park in the U.S. Washington's headquarters, State Historic Site in Newburgh, was the first publicly owned historic site. New New York State is home to 58 species of wild orchids. New York has over 70,000 miles of rivers and streams. The first public brewery in America was established by Peter Minute at the Market Field in Lower Manhattan. Mount Kisco landmark, a statue of Chief Kisco, was once an elaborate fountain for watering horses. The statue stands at the intersection of routes 117 and 133 DF Gorham. A strong supporter of prohibition, presents it to Mount Kisco in 1907. The inscription on the base to the statue reads, "God's only beverage for man and the beast." Watering hole, so.
Right. Yeah.
For some odd reason, when I was reading that, I was thinking of beer. But I think it's because it said prohibition.
Mm-hmm.
But the name Canada Goa is derived from a Native American word meaning the chosen spot. And to end off the evening for this freaking state of mind, Horseheads is the first and only village in the U.S. dedicated to the service of the American military horse. So, thank you everybody for joining me this week for this freaking state of mind. Please come back next week and join me for our next day. Back to you, Travis.
Hey, Carl.
Hey, what?
When was the last time you got high C from McDonald's?
3 weeks ago?
Yeah, well, it's the last time because they're getting rid of it.
That's what I hear.
Yeah, but they're replacing it with Fanta, so you'll be fine.
No, not the same.
It's not even close.
Fanta has carbonation. High C was a flat drink, just water and orange flavoring.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of
Been
felt,
around since as long as I can remember.
I kind of felt the same way when they got rid of the Fruitopia. I'm
Yeah,
glad you have Dr.
Fruitopia.
Pepper. I'm glad you have
But
Dr. Pepper.
Fruitopia wasn't even there that long.
Yeah, it was there for 8 years at least.
Yeah. High
enough.
C was around from when?
I don't fucking know. I'm not as old as
Right.
you.
No idea.
I'm not as old as
Colin, what are you freaking on this week?
Oh, this week I'm freaking on. I got to go in the pool. Been a long while. Get a little tan. Prepare me for Florida at the end of the month. So, hopefully more of that to come. How about you, Joe?
I finally got myself a coffee grinder. That is, it's a hand burr grinder, and so I can individually craft my own cups of coffee, my individual cups of coffee.
Nice.
You got to buy your beans from other people.
Yep,
Or you can grow them.
could do that, but I'd rather just buy my Death Wish coffee beans, which are great. So, and I get those every other month, so it's good. And I made a beautiful cup of coffee yesterday. I'm very happy with it. So,
Oh.
yeah.
Travis, how about you? What are you freaking on?
I got a wedding on Friday, so I'm excited to go to that.
Cool.
Get to see some people from work I haven't seen in months from my old job, so that'll be pretty cool and exciting. And then the following day, when I wake up from the hangover I know I'm going to have, I'm going to sit and watch the entire new season of The Ranch.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's going to be my weekend. And maybe on Sunday I'll work on the garage, get my truck pulled in.
Okay. Carl, how about you? What are you freaking on this week?
Yeah, why don't you join
Well,
me?
you know, at the end, I'll be joining Travis at that same wedding.
God, we're at the same table.
Next day, I will be driving to Indiana for my niece's graduation party.
Okay.
That'll be fun.
Visiting
that's
with my
right.
dad and my mom and
Is that
and
party
several other
really?
family members.
Is that party really only 3 hours long?
Yes,
Why?
because it's not at somebody's house. It's at a place where you're paying for
An event hall?
property. It's out on the Aidway, just a little bit south of the town of Fowler.
Gotcha.
And
I remember Fowler. That was my first driving experience. Was coming home from there.
Nice.
Is that Fowler?
no, actually,
It's probably
it
Earl
was
Park.
Earl Park.
Earl Park. Same thing.
You,
Joe knows.
I drove the.
I
the
dropped
kids,
him off. Well, they no, Carl dropped
I
him off.
drove them to their house, and we went up to Earl Park, meaning the town of Earl Park has a park in it. We went to the park, and then I showed Travis how to have his mirrors properly adjusted to find out that he couldn't see crap anyways because he had eye issues, and he drove home in torrential downpours and construction zones,
I'm 41.
and he's one of the best drivers I've ever ridden with ever since. So
I'm blind as fuck.
yeah, because about 6 weeks later we took and got you glasses.
Yeah. What's fucked up is, like, the first time I drove was in the middle of the night during the rain through construction on a highway I've never been on before. Kinda. And I did perfect then. I did a lot worse, like, a few weeks later in the morning, and I drove
On roads he's driven on millions of times.
on roads I've been on my whole life, and I took a sharp turn. Didn't realize I had to take another turn real quick, and I did. I almost drove into a oncoming dump truck, and we had to drive. Did we turn into someone's yard?
No.
No?
You,
Okay.
You did. You almost did. You had to make a quick right, and then a quick left to get it straightened back out, so we didn't drive into somebody's yard, but it was close.
I think the biggest difference was my mom was in the car the second time. And I think her panicking made me nervous.
I absolutely
That
did.
never helps when somebody's
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
I can honestly say though his trip from Earl Park back to Peotone was perfect. I corrected him like 2 times. Just said, hey, you need to move over to the left a little bit because the bright orange cones on the right were getting a little close to me. But he never hit him. Made it home. Put the car in the driveway safe and sound.
Even to this day, I'm still like a right edge driver. This is what I am.
Which is what I was and still am, and that actually is what caused my accident on a motorcycle in 07. So
Okay.
That's true. God, you guys are gonna be so jealous on Wednesday knowing that you didn't have Go Roper on your show.
I know. I can't wait to tell the guys. They're gonna be so upset.
You know what you're gonna have to do? You're gonna have to invite him on.
I am. It'll be good.
Speaking of your show, hey Joe.
Yeah.
Every week our listeners can catch Geek Cast Joe here on This Freakin Show. But if they need more than just an hour of Geek Cast Joe a week, what can you do to help them?
Well, I can help you out by directing you over to my other podcast, the Geek Cast Live podcast at gcl.ninja. You can find us on Facebook, iTunes, Google Play, and Twitter by searching Geek Cast Live.
Nice. Ladies and gentlemen, since we are doing this live together, well, not live so much, but together at the table, I do not have my computer in front of me, so I will not be doing a quote this week. So sorry to disappoint you on that end. But the good news is the JFW podcast, Just Freakin Wrestling, did launch their second episode. So your Saturdays really got that much better because now you get This Freakin Show, Geek Cast Live, and Just Freakin Wrestling all released on the same exact day. So for the 3-4 hours that it needs to get all episodes done, you can have a tremendous Saturday morning. So make sure you check out all those awesome shows. And as always, I am Travesty.
I'm Awkward Colin.
I'm Geek Cast Joe.
Thank you for listening to another episode of This Freakin Show. I'm out.